Okay, I think I am recording here. If not, I'm going to slowly work in. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Alrighty, so I'm in here. I was busy over the holidays making up a new tarot deck. So this is the back of my card. Do I have? Oh, I don't even have. I had my Infinity, my other one, to show you. I'm kind of graduating. The cards were small in the Love and Sex. I have a 3-part series that I want to finish. So I have one more deck to complete my trilogy here. And it'll be spirituality, and I just don't know when that's going to get done. I managed to squeak this one in. So I'm going to start off by giving you guys a walkthrough of the deck. It's kind of light and airy, comical, if not a little. But it gets to the point with a lot of things. So there's 63 cards. So here we go. Just knock them off. So number 1, success, right? Trophy, awards, rewards for things. This is when we're doing good in our job. We're making headway, this kind of thing. So that's where the success card comes in. Now, number 2, music, offbeat. So this is like beating to your own drummer, that kind of thing. It means that you are, how would I put it? You're doing your own thing, you're being original, but the offbeat has a connotation that you may not get along with everybody else in the process of where you're going, but you are doing your own thing and being your own original person, which is also got a good connotation to it as well. So that's just, again, in my time. So innovation, obviously, right? Coming up with ingenious ideas, things that are new and futuristic even. I use the arts and crafts kind of thing is because when we get creative, we also get innovative. So that was card number 3. Number 4, large market. I needed a card to depict bigger business, even law. I do have another legal card here coming up, but if this is in combination with that, it means that we're really suited to a larger market. This kind of thing. It's hard to really denote a lot of the meanings here. I'm realizing as I go, unless they're in a group of cards, then their meanings become a lot bigger. But this is really about speaking to larger markets, can be larger CEOs, this kind of thing, of bigger businesses. So that's number 4. Number 5, burning time. Time is getting away from us, or we're utilizing time is flying by because we're doing a lot in a short period of time. So this kind of thing. The next card is number 6, talking about relief. Now this is a double-edged card here. This can be about vacation, but it can also be in the mind, like depending on the cards around it. It can be about like taking a hiatus in our mind because we're physically at work, or that we use work as a release from something else. So we may have work as a, like some people say, well, I go to work to rest, and then when I'm home, I'm really busy. So it's that kind of a thing. We find relief at work. So these are for people that are, you know, how do you say? They're connected creatively with their work. So it's a job that we love to do, and it energizes us. It doesn't take from us. So these are people that are in the right form, right? So that's what I meant by relief. Not necessarily, there is a vacation card, but it's not necessarily about vacation, but it can be about vacation in the mind. But it's also what I wanted it to depict was people that go to work to express themselves, to feel. That's where they feel relief. I don't know if that got through, but that's what that card's about. Okay. Number 7 is about loyalty, being anchored to your job. Loyalty says a lot at work, so that's the card of loyalty. Also meaning that this is long-term, stable, something I don't plan on leaving, that kind of thing. Like, it's just what is rooted. You know, it roots me, my job. Okay, boom. Next card, gratification. So the sun, right? Sun card. This is also a card of getting a lot of gratification from our work. So this would also be very close to this card as well, of having, like, we find rest at work, but gratification is a different one I needed in there. I needed it in there because I was looking at the two going, no, I need them both separate. I needed this one for a sense that, you know, like we get a lot of gratification from our work, but we also have people around us that are very gratifying and we work well together with them, that kind of thing. So that's number 8. Number 9, always got to have my little alien guy in there somewhere, and it's about alienation. We've all felt, you know, as in school, I relate this back to school as well, but where at work, you know, you may not be in the in crowd. You may not be part of the group that is appreciated the most, right? You may be the person that doesn't get to go to functions with people. You're kind of left out. This is that card. Little alien card. Next card, 10, overwork. So it's talking about being overworked, pulled in too many directions. This is what I'm getting. So the sense here is kind of worn too thin, right? You may, and this is directly from the boss. Maybe pulled in too many directions from the boss and needing to kind of communicate that back. Next card is target. We may be targeted for something or other, depending on the surrounding cards. Usually this can have a negative connotation, but if we have good cards surrounding it, it may mean that we are positively targeted, right? We're being sought after and this kind of thing. But you are the target of some kind of energy here is being focused at you. That's this card, okay? Next, decisions. This is an elevator. It goes up or down. So akin to the Two of Wands, really stuck out to me here. So, yeah, kind of yes or no, this way or that way. Simple decision that needs to be made between two choices. Needed a card to display that. Okay. Next card we get, 13, is effort. So that's would be the Three of Pentacles, working hard. Would also be, there's a few cards this would encompass, because this is like this Eight of Pentacles, putting in hard work and effort into our work. And if we're in physical labor, that means we're doing a lot of this at this time, or if it is a mental job, then we're putting a lot of effort in that way. That's 13. 14, illuminate. So this is making something known from our brain, right? Our thinking brain came up with something and we need to illuminate it, whether it's to the boss, whether it's just an ingenious idea we're going to incorporate in our work, whatnot. That is illuminate. And we had to have a romance card for it. So that means here we find romance at work. That's a, what do you call that? A location dot with a heart in it. So it's like finding love at work, or, you know, some kind of offshoot of that, romance or whatnot. Had to have that in there. 16, transcend. That's the balloon. Always have an air element. I should have put earth, air, water, you know, a little bit of each element, but maybe I'll do that on the spiritual side. Air element is transcending. And what I had in mind when I was thinking about cards and things that come out in cards is transcending challenges and whatnot. So when you have the transcend card, you seem to just rise above everything as if effortlessly, right? So that's that card. Okay. 17 is gamble. Every once in a while there's a gamble that can be taken, or a risk that is something a little bit out of the ordinary, right? Thinking out of the box. This would be that card. 18. Well, that's pretty basic. Axed. So that's fired, quit. Axed usually means it is put upon you. You are cut from the group. So that's how I put that. There's another one like that. Okay, and then we have the characters. And this is the female employee. So that could be you, that could be a friend, whatever, but somebody at work, female employee. Then we have the male employee. So again, someone, a co-worker, this kind of thing. A male boss, a female boss. These were just what I put in there. And then we have the Joker. And that really, the first excuse me, man, first connotation I wanted to send with this was that light effervescent person that is kind of got your job there, but you don't know how they got the job because they kind of don't deserve it. But they are light and fluffy and they kind of, lift the mood. This is that card. Now that can also go in a negative way. Meaning, someone who's joking around to a degree that you can't get work done. This kind of thing as well. 24 is talking about charm, the apple, you put the apple on the teacher's desk. I know that's school, but work and school are very similar. It's about using your charm to get forward. Kind of brown-nosing abilities as well as an adult, right? You use something to get forward. You try and charm the boss to get further, whatever, depending on the cards, right? Where does that sit? Now, 25, that's on task. So that means that you are very efficient at your work. You do your work well, and you, how do you say, on your way to success, basically. It also kind of denotes the fact that we may be noticed in some kind of way, either by other employees or by the boss, that we have been on task. All the checks is kind of like a series or a succession of knowing, yes, this person does a good job. Okay. Boom. Deep end, 26. So this is going off the deep end at work. I needed a card to symbolize where things just get crazy. Now either our work is driving us nuts, or people at work are driving us nuts. It's to a point where it needs to be like something needs to give here. That's kind of my deep end card. Next card we have is 27, Lone Wolf, and that obviously speaks to someone who would rather be alone at work or be left alone at work, this kind of thing. It could mean that you self-isolate, but it could also mean that you just prefer to work alone rather than with others. And this is kind of the opposite, 28. Mentor or leader. I put both in there because, carrying a torch is kind of like giving it to someone else to carry on. So there are situations in work where we have people teaching other people, or they're learning off of us, and that can be intentional or unintentional, right? We just get kind of plunked with someone and we may have to lead them, or we may be a mentor officially and working under like an apprenticeship, this kind of thing. So that's the card to denote that, carrying the torch kind of thing. And then I have the Zoo card, which means that everybody's running around in different ways here and doing different things, but not a lot is really getting done. The doot-doot-doot-a-little, we're kind of spinning, but is anything being accomplished? This is different than what other card? They're kind of letting me know here. There's another card here that's similar, but it's different in the way that we don't get much done. I can't figure it out. But anyway, people are moving and shaking, but it's kind of like a false front is really what I want to say. Okay, and then number 30, we have the Don't Give Up card. This is about being fatigued at work. This would be akin to the Nine of Wands, is it? Eight of Wands, Nine of Wands, being fed up but needing to push a little further. The don't give up is a sign that we may be close to success here and just may not realize it. We want to feel like giving up. And then I gotta have my mystical cards. 31 is about fated events. I kind of changed the title of this card quite a few times before I landed on this, because it felt like that clicked, because it was about fate, and then and I'm like, no, it's more like fated events rather than fate, because you could be fated in your career, but there's a certain event that comes through that changes things, no less. So the first fairy here with the pink dress, she's about fated events. 32, this one is about inspiration. More leaning to the side of instinct coming at you from above, right? You're being inspired to do something from the energies, and this is the card for that. 33, breath of fresh air. That was, you may have someone come in, join your crew at work that is a breath of fresh air. Either you really enjoy them, or they really give you a lot of new innovative ideas, or you just feel they energize you in some way, and that's the card for that. 34, I don't care. This is about, and for people that are in jobs that they just really don't give a shit about. Jobs that they do not care, so therefore they tend to go and collect a paycheck, but there could be negligence there because they're just not really thinking from the core of any kind of, there's no caring center here, so things will get missed, right? 35 is amusement. So that's talking about, it can be that we are amused at work. I put the drink glasses there because I wanted it to kind of cycle outside of work. So when we're highly amused with people, we tend to deal with them outside of work. So this is that card. It shows that we get along with everybody so much. Let's go for drinks, that kind of thing. So that's that card. Is like, I enjoy you so much that I want to see you after work as well. This is that. Okay. Next, 36 is intensity card. It's a lightning strike, because there may be, and this could be a bad or a good card, there may be a lot of things going on at work that are quite intense, and that could be intense arguments, intense struggles, or that could be someone with a high intensity or drive to motivate people to get stuff done quickly. So that's that card. Next card, Refuge. This is protection from the storm. So this may mean that you may be protected from a boss coming down hard on somebody else, or on you. They may be coming down on somebody else. So if you have refuge from that, that would protect you from all the negativity, this kind of thing. Protection from reprimand or whatever. 38 is about gratuity. This is about extra funds that come through work. This could be about being rewarded through work for your efforts, or it could be just bonuses or extra money or extra work that is given to you to earn extra money. 39, you're in demand, smooth operator. So this is someone who knows what they're doing, knows what they want. You may be in a job that you enjoy, but you may be in a job that other people are actually scouting you out for. So smooth operator is basically someone who knows exactly what they're doing, and may even get a offer for another job from another company. Next card. 40, retreat. You got to enter to win. So this card is basically about removing ourselves. It'd be kind of like the Four of Cups, I think. About either removing ourselves or not being interested in things. So we kind of, back away. That's what this one is. Now, 41, the suits. This is awesome, and this graphic came up. I was like, oh, I know exactly where to put that. Suits, I put in quotation marks, are the dudes that come in from the higher ups that are completely dislocated from any of the action that goes on, this kind of thing. And they're usually negative, pessimistic, driven by money, money rules, and we don't care how you feel, but we got to trim this and do this and whatnot. So a lot of what the suits come down to are, sorry, I went to shuffle this and it's like, no, don't shuffle, we're going in order. Yeah, so this is about that, about those guys that are really disconnected and have no clue about what's going on or whatnot here. So that's my card for that. 42, vacation. I mean, right? If vacation is coming up or you're looking forward to a vacation, this card will hit you. Okay. This hot air. This is cute. I thought it was cute. That's someone blowing a lot of hot air. Somebody who at work is beacon off and they don't know what the hell they're talking about or whatnot. So that could be a person, could be the boss even, whoever in your midst here blowing off hot air. That's what that's about. Okay. 44. That's my tower card, basically. Eye opener, like, wow. You get one of those, like somebody tells you to do something and you're like, wow, like we shouldn't even be getting this. This shouldn't be happening, kind of thing. So something that opens your eyes at work, a situation that you were not aware of before, suddenly now there's a situation that comes up that makes you aware of certain viewpoint or certain scenario that comes forth. 45, fear. What's stopping you? Fear. That's simplistic. Okay. 46. That's about help and assistance. Can be you get help from someone or you are helping or assisting someone else. Straightforward. Damage. This is the damage control card. This means that we caused an error at work and we may have to step up and admit this, or at least admit it, or fix it for sure. So that's that. 48, yeah. It's about hovering, like helicopter mom. This is what I was thinking of, like helicopter boss, right? And this is about someone who is hovering over our work to the degree that we can't work properly. It kind of gets in the way. Somebody that's really micromanaging everything that we do, or at least hovering and spitting stuff out that, because I don't know about you, but I'm that type that kind of needs a little bit of freedom in order to breathe. And if I have someone breathing down my neck saying, don't forget, it kind of makes it harder to work properly. So that's that card. Final notices. That's pretty basic. The end is near. That can be final notices coming from the boss or a notice. Basically the sense is that's our skull having enough, like we're going to give final notice, but it could also be given by the boss as well. Something to tell you that the end is near here. 50 is about promotions, leveling up. We may get a promotion, period. 51 is about an extension. The bridge is a good metaphor for, it can mean that we get over our obstacles, that we're overcoming obstacles at work and conquering things. Anything that comes up, we seem to be able to bridge the gap, right? But it can also mean that we have work ahead of us here and we may need an extension in order to complete the work properly, this kind of thing. 52, confusion. We may be confused at work, or somebody's creating confusion at work, not getting clear advice, this kind of thing. 53, a need to look closer, inspect things. There's something that we're missing. 53. 54, partnership, pretty basic, maybe coming together. If you have this and the love card, then that can mean something different. But for the most part, it is an agreement between people at work or a partnership that is made at work. Home is the card of maybe you have a home-based business or you are doing business from home, or home is significant in some kind of way. 56, networking. That is highly what is done I don't know, I think a lot of people network. But anyway, the connections that are made at work, right? And those that are needed to continue to do so. 57. This is work and travel. So we may have to travel for work. We may have to go to a different destination to accomplish a certain part of our job. Or we just may need to travel to work. We may be a commuter, you know. We may have work at a different location than we actually live. 58, two-faced. Don't we love that? Basic, people wearing masks at work. We may have someone here that is playing two sides of the fence, so be careful. 56 about challenges. So if you get the bridge with this card, that is good because it means you will overcome anything that comes up in that kind of a way. But the challenges are those mountains that we need to climb in a work area. 60 is about health. Sometimes we have health that affects our work or work. That we may be a nurse. So that has to do with everything that we do, right? So we may be in the healthcare field, or we may have health issues that, either accommodated through work or, because when I was thinking about it, actually, a lot of stuff is coming out now, but when I was thinking about it, I was thinking, we get sick and need time to pamper ourselves. This is kind of what I'm getting. But now they're spitting at me. It's like, yeah, it can mean a whole myriad of things, is whatever's channeled in the reading. But basically health affecting work in some kind of way. 61, ping pong and negotiations. It's an instance where we need back and forth between, you can't just make an agreement and sign it and seal and deliver it. There's back and forth that needs to happen. So it's like, we can't do this until we talk to this one, and we can't do that until we talk to this one. And so it's about, kind of like the networking card, but the fact that we really need to communicate with people to get things accomplished. And it's a back and forth, like a two-way street, right? So that's that. And then 62, I just had to have one luck card. This one was there for me, so luck. Just one of those crazy 8 cards, okay? And then official. So that is having to do with judge, this kind of thing. Not necessarily judge, but lawyer, legalities, legal papers, things that may have to be signed by an official in some kind of way, getting into the finer points and details of work or whatever. So that is my new work oracle deck. I had the graphics surrounded, pulled in for a moment there. You know what? I'm going to do a quick little, for whoever stays this long, then they deserve this reading. I'm going to do a quick little 3-card read for those that have watched this. And we'll see what we come up with, just to kind of give you a filter through. I kind of gave a few people that were over for Christmas here readings, and they went all right. I didn't tap in too much. I just kind of gave them a soft touch, but yeah. So those are my second series, because I have the love, sex, and romance deck. This is my work deck, and then I'm going to be working on a spiritual deck, and these will be good for clarifying. I would like to work on, I don't know, I get ideas for them all the time, but these are kind of my first set, so I wanted to make it a trilogy, like a collector's thing that I won't sell, I'll just have. So this is that. Okay, come on. So announcements, yeah, what I'll be doing is I don't know, if I have something going on, which I highly doubt at this point, nobody's planned, but things can happen at the last minute. If I'm around on the 1st, I might come in anywhere from 11 at night to about 1 in the morning. That'd be Central Standard Time. So I might come in and give some free readings to anybody who's not going out like me. I just really have nowhere to go. So I thought, I could give out readings over the new year. So we'll see if I can get anybody to show up for that. People are probably busy doing their own thing or sleeping, which could happen to me as well. But the plan, I think I'm going to, come in here. It's only a couple days left. Okay, 3 more shuffles here. So if you're up for that on the the 31st, right? If you're up for that, I'll probably do some virtual tours, and then I'll come in around anywhere from 11 to 11:30 till about whatever. We'll just wing it. If there's people, if not, then I'll just kind of do a reading and get out. So if I had that happen a few times, so one of them I actually just kind of deleted it, but okay. Level up. Look at this. I don't read reversals here. Okay, so somebody may be in a mode where they are wanting to level up. I feel this is a want, it's not yet happened, and it may not happen in the job that we're in now. Gratuity is about bonuses. People do get bonuses this time of year. We may have already gotten a bonus, and we may have already gotten a level up here. Due to some kind of inspiration we found and were rewarded for. The sense they're giving me is someone here followed their instinct. And because they instinctively followed their knowledge, right? That brought them to a point where, okay, you know what? I'm going to do this, this, that, and the other. They may have gotten a bonus for coming up either with they said it's efficiency. Has to do somehow with how we do our job is the sense they're giving me here. And because of this, it's like we did come up with an innovative idea in our platform, whatever way that we work. Give me a minute here. Bottom of the deck. Okay. Yeah, like we're being highly watched at work is the sense I get for what we do. Why? Because we come up with good ideas is really the sense they're giving me here. We come up with some really things that the higher ups don't have time to think about and frankly don't get exposed to. I get a level here, 3 levels. We have the workers. Okay, the person that got promoted is now in the mid-level or being considered for such because they started out at the base level and they work their way in because very quickly, well, this is quick, but not quick. In the person's eyes, they're shooting for this. They're trying to get promoted, trying to work their way up. And they are earning it because they're using their instinct and their creative abilities to go, okay, how can I do things out of the box? How can I? And the sense is that they managed to do this somehow here. They come up with a way, and it's not that we just did it. It's like we're being promoted now, and other people are going to be doing what we come up with. But we, we engineered something or a system or something that makes life easier in this job. And because of our ingenuity, we're being lifted to another level where they need more help yet on the higher ups. This is a 3-tier. And I feel now we're going to be dealing with our boss as a co-worker, he's, he or she, I'm getting a he, likes our ideas, are innovative, the way we look at things. We've kind of been there for so long that we don't, it's fresh eyes, right? We don't see things the way other people do things. It's like living in a house. If you have one picture that's crooked, sometimes the people that live there, they don't notice, but somebody new comes in, oh, that picture's crooked, drive me nuts, that kind of thing. It's like that, only with work and the way that we file, the way that we do things, the way that the job is run. This is what I'm getting. So in this instance, this is a good target because we're being recognized and highly rewarded for our part in, following our instinct quite highly. Like, I feel like this person, whoever I may be connecting to here, I feel like this person has, they're in the same field, but it's kind of a different way. How do I get that? I feel like we're kind of officey, but we also do work outside dealing with a lot of people. Okay, so there's certain ways, right? We're training the staff to do things. But this person came in here, a mover and a shaker, and they decided, the way we're doing this is just kind of too time consuming. And that's what I really do feel. It's going to save time and money. That's why we got rewarded highly. So if this is you, you'll know because you got a big bonus over Christmas. And you also either, give me a minute here. Yeah, like either you're going to be considered for a promotion or you either got a promotion. Like you got a promotion or you're going to be highly considered for one. Or because the sense, those that haven't been given the promotion, I feel like it's like they have nowhere to put you, but they're going to try and create a place to put you is how I'm getting this. To the degree that this person, okay, they belong up here. They don't belong down there. And this is just the energy I'm getting. So that's good. They're going a few more off the top. So 1, 2, 3. Let's go with that. Okay. In order. They said, okay, so the first one here, Two-Face. That usually has to do with people of Two-Face. So either we, I feel like this person that is, relating to this reading, I feel like they are not Two-Faced, but they may deal with people and kind of have to be Two-Faced in the way that, if you're, how do you say, PR person, you kind of have to deal with riffraff and you kind of have to deal with them in a good way. And you may not want to do that or you may not feel great. You may not really like what you're doing, but you're kind of, putting in a huge effort to be kind and considerate. This is what I'm getting with this Two-Face card. Next card is Success. Yeah, it seems like whoever is in this energy is really, to a degree where they're gaining success in their job. They kind of really are, I don't know if they're on a lucky streak or they're just got a lot of skill and know where they want to go and what they want to do and they're headed for it. And that's that. Interesting. Then we have the Alienation card. Oh, sorry. These are the next three. The Two-Faced, the Success on top of the Target. Now, in the Alienation, Level Up. Okay, they're going because of this. Notice that we put it on the promotion card. Because we may be alienated because we have been promoted, so be aware of that. I think that this person really is not going to give it as much attention as some. Like, there may be some people that can't handle that, but this person's energy that I'm getting, they're headed for, stardom and whatever in their business. Like, they're headed for success here. And if you don't like it, it's the way she goes kind of thing is what I'm getting. Like, but the sense they're giving me is we may have to put up with a bit of flack here. With that may be where the Two-Face lies, is people go, oh, congratulations, but meanwhile they're kind of giving you the evil eye, that kind of thing. That may be, or you may notice it more in our friendship circles at work, right? If we have some friends at work that were our friends and then suddenly we get promoted, I've had that happen. I've worked up the ranks and then as long as you're an equal or they figure they're above you, they're fine. But as soon as you get above them, then suddenly there's problems, right? So this could be something that you come across as well. So I'm looking forward to using these cards in the future because I really was looking for work cards that could depict. I mean, the tarot, yeah, it's pretty vague though. So I'm hoping these will be good. You never know, I might make another work deck here. But somebody's on the road to success here, so that's all good and great and wonderful in the new year. So again, Happy New Year. Hope you had a Merry Christmas. If you want to check me out on New Year's from 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. Central Standard Time. I'm in Saskatchewan, Canada, so that kind of goes all the way down the central states. Montana and down. We're kind of border on Montana and North Dakota over here. So we're way up. And we'll go straight down. So yeah, if you want to join me then, that'd be great and groovy. And maybe we'll get some work readings out with these new cards. So that is my deck. Take care, guys. Have fun and be kind again. Happy New Year. I probably will be on here. I'm starting to get back into work already. So hope you had a good one. Stay safe over the holidays. Take care. Have fun and be kind.